Welcome to another episode of the Vital MX pre-game show. Round 1 of 2024 Pro Motocross is in the rearview mirror, but that was not the only action to take place this past weekend, and so there is a lot for us to get into in this video. First, let's take a look at Jet Lawrence versus Chase Sexton. Sexton was arguably faster than Lawrence in the second moto at Fox Raceway, but he had a lot of work to do after a bad start. Of course, that also hindered him in Moto 1. This got me thinking, across the races that Chase and Jet have done together in the 450 class, how often has Chase started behind his rival? Well, the graph on screen has the answer. Jet and Chase have raced together in the 450 class on 47 occasions. That's counting 2 motos at each Pro Motocross round, all of the races at a Triple Crown, the 2 motos in SMX, of course. So 47 races in total. And across those 47 races, Jet has started ahead of Chase 34 times. Chase has started ahead of Jet, of course, 13 times. That really points to the fact that starts are paramount for Sexton, because Jet is just too good to be tracked down from outside of the top 5. That will be the point to watch this weekend, as Chase was well aware of the work that needed to be done exiting round 1, but what can he do to beat Lawrence to the first corner? Watch this space. Jet started the outdoors in fine fashion, of course, and this quote from the Honda HRC press release was really quite striking. Team manager Lars Lindström said, "I really don't have words for Jet. This kid is such a machine. He honestly gives me vibes of Ricky Carmichael when he would just rise to whatever occasion he needed to. He wasn't 100% comfortable today, which makes me feel bad for the competition when we get them there." Striking words, of course, but that is indeed the case. Jet wasn't comfortable and still went 1-1. So where does that leave us moving forward? It wasn't all good news at round 1, of course, as a handful of riders succumbed to injury. Garrett Marchbanks will be out for some time with the thumb injury sustained on press day, and RJ Hampshire was another casualty on press day. Husqvarna said in an official statement, the 28-year-old, fresh from capturing the 250 SX West Championship, underwent immediate surgery on Thursday evening, but it remains unclear when he will be fit to return to the 11-round outdoor series. Scuttlebutt in the paddock suggests that Hampshire will be back towards the tail end. In fact, it wouldn't even be a shock if he does not return until the Super Motocross playoffs begin. Exciting news for American fans. We alluded to the fact that an American was heading to the FIM Motocross World Championship, and now we can officially tell you that is Gavin Towers. Towers had 2 options for the future. It was remain as an amateur on Star Racing Yamaha or take on a new challenge in Europe, and he has gone for the latter. Towers will race in EMX 250 for Yamaha's official amateur team, VRT Yamaha, and there will be some wildcard MX2 appearances this year as well. It will be most interesting, and his debut on European soil will take place at Tuschenthal in Germany this weekend. EMX 250 have 1 moto on Saturday and 1 moto on Sunday, just in case you want to stay informed. And you can watch those races live on MXGP TV too. In an official statement, Yamaha said this: "The plan is to let Gavin find his feet on the VRT Yamaha official EMX 250 team and the GYTR kitted YZ250F in the EMX 250 series before making those wildcard appearances in MX2. If it goes well, it wouldn't even be surprising to see him forego some EMX 250 races to compete in MX2, but time will tell. Some riders have jumped into European competition and thrived immediately. Others have taken a while to find their feet, and Tuschenthal is a stereotypical European track with long, snaky ruts, a hard base. It will be quite interesting. Now, the other racing that took place across the weekend. The second round of the Dirt Store ACU British Championship was run at Canada Heights in Kent. Jeffrey Hurlings was a wild card once again and went 1-1 in a dominant fashion. In fact, he was 4 seconds a lap faster than Conrad Muse in timed qualifying, and those of you that know Canada Heights know that it is quite a tricky track to find that sort of time. I would love to see a lap-by-lap comparison to see just where Hurlings was making such gains. Hurlings now has sole possession of the red plate, and will he race the whole series? Well, he's being paid handsome start money for each British appearance he makes, so as long as that continues, I would imagine that number 84 will take to the racetrack. Now, on the complete other side of the world, Australia, Kyle Webster won with 5-1-1 moto scores, edging out Jed Beaton, who went 2-2-2 across the free moto format, and Nathan Crawford went third overall with a first and 2/3 across the weekend. This championship battle between Kyle Webster and Jed Beaton is honestly incredible to watch. Two incredibly capable riders who deserve, honestly, to be in international competition in one way or another. It's a real nail-biter, put it that way. And in fact, chances are you will see Kyle Webster at a round of Pro Motocross in the coming weeks. When he does line up, expect him to surprise and impress. He's really that good. Back to Europe now, and another round of the Italian Prestige Series was run at Montevarchi, an old-school MXGP track. Andrea Bonacorsi, Yamaha's MXGP entrant, went 1-1 on home soil, beating out Jan Panzer and Giuseppe Trapepi in the overall classification. Ducati continued their development of the Desmo 450 in the series. Lupino failed to finish Moto 1 after being taken out, but returned with a fine second place in Moto 2. Quite impressive, considering the field was littered with GP stars. So, what's coming up this weekend? Well, the second round of Pro Motocross will be run at Hangtown, of course, and the weather will be quite striking. Much hotter temperatures than Fox Raceway will provide riders with their first true test. And as mentioned, another round of the FIM Motocross World Championship will be run at Tuschenthal in Germany. Unfortunately, rain is forecast all week and on both Saturday and Sunday, so it is likely that we will have yet another mudder in the MXGP series. Luck is really not on our side as far as weather goes in 2024. That's all for this week. We'll be back in 7 days' time to recap the week that was in Motocross Worldwide. This has been the Vital MX pre-game show. Thank you once again for watching and your continued support of this new project.